This is a quick demonstration on how to make an infographic podcast. If you have created a good infographic, like this one here created in Adobe Illustrator, you can turn it into a podcast using Prezi. First, export your Illustrator file as a Flash file so that the quality and clarity of your infographic is kept. Next, if you open Prezi, you can insert an image by clicking on the icon, and then select the required infographic. Once the infographic has been inserted, you will need to make it as large as possible so that you can move around it. This is done by clicking on the plus button. Now you can create a path for the presentation to follow. Zoom into the area that you want, in this case, the latest employment figures. Click on the Edit Path button and then click on Add Current View. This will then store that path as the start of your presentation. Continue to do this for the remaining areas of your infographic. In this instance, the infographic covers the main headline labour market figures. As you can see, every time the Add Current View button is pressed, it adds a new picture to the path on the left-hand side. If you have more than one infographic, you can place one infographic inside another. In this example, the podcast focuses more on employment, so you can zoom in on the word employment and insert the next infographic. This image, focusing on UK and non-UK born employees, is inserted in the same way as the initial infographic. You can then zoom around the new infographic, creating the path for the presentation to follow in the same way as was done earlier. In this example, looking at the number of non-UK born employees in October to December 2012 and comparing it to the same period in 1997. If you have a third infographic, you can then insert it either below the previous infographic, as in this example, or into a different letter or word. Then you continue to zoom around your presentation. Again, you can see that each time you click on the Add Current View button, it adds a picture to the path order. Once you have covered all the areas of your infographic, zoom out so that the final path is set to show the overview of the podcast. Then you can save it, record the audio using recording software Audacity, and using the screen capture software Camtasia, create the finished video podcast. That was a quick demonstration on how to make an infographic podcast.